Hello and welcome to Gmail. I'm jkemble, Assistant Superintendent, and what I want to do in this first session is just give you a tour of Gmail to let you know what all is available here. So let's get started. First of all, you can see that when you have this screen up, you know that you're in Gmail right here. This is the main menu. And when I click on this, watch below. You can see that all of this will close. So I'm going to click on that. And all of these little labels are closed at this time. But if I go back up and click on it, I can expand that and see what my labels are. So I'm going to collapse those for right now. The next thing I want to show you on our tour is the Compose button. This plus is where you go to compose an email, which we are going to do in our next session after we take just this tour. So you can see right there that we're going to compose an email. So the next thing, and we're not going to do that right now. So the next thing that I would like for you to look at is your inbox, which is right here. You can see all of the messages that have come in, and I want you to notice right at the top, there's nothing really much to see right here. So it is contextual, and when I click on a box, I'm going to click on this one from Ron May. Notice that all of these labels come up. So I know that now that I've clicked on the box from Ron, I could archive that message, move it to spam, delete it, mark it as read, snooze it. Watch when I hit snooze. I can say, I want to read that one tomorrow, later this week, this weekend, or next week, or I could pick a date and time that I want to read that. So that's what I would do if I would snooze the email. I can also move it somewhere else or create a label. Now, labels are a lot like file folders, and so I know with Ron May, I really need to keep this email, and I want to put it in a safe place. So what I'm going to do is create a label for it. And under the labels, I will go there and I'll type in what the label I think I have, which is safety. And it says, I must not have one because it asks me if I want to create a new one. I'm going to say yes. So all I have to do is click right there and it creates a new label called safety. Do I want to create that? Yes, I would like to. Now, if I had it under another label, I could do that, but I'm going to leave it as a label as its own. So I'm going to hit create. And did you see that? Right here now, it is under safety. So I also see that safety is right here, and I know that I have this email is going to be in my safety label. So I can put it there. So the next thing that I want you to look at as we take our tour of Gmail here is this is the refresh button if I needed to refresh my email, and this is more. And remember, like I said, if you click on it, it's contextual, more options come up. So you can see all of the options that you can do. Let's unclick that one for now. And I want to show you a couple more things here that you need to be aware of. So this is your settings button, and we're going to go into that in much more detail soon. But the next one is the Google Apps. And sometimes people call this the waffle because it kind of looks like a waffle iron. And if I click on that, I love this because I can move to any of my Google Apps for Education and go directly there and from my email. So it's very handy. I can see I have all of these things here, and I can go to any of them just by clicking on that waffle. So I want you to see a couple more things on our tour. This one is your calendar. So let's click on the calendar. Today, it shows you what is on the agenda for today. I can also click here and look at the entire month and see what's going on in the month, and I could click here and see what was happening on July 2nd. So you could click anywhere you want to see what's happening on the calendar. Whenever you have these three dots, I call those wait, there's more. So there's always more options when you see the three dots. I could look at the day. I could look at just my schedule, which is nice. Look at that. I can see what went on July 2nd, July 3rd, July 4th. And so very nice, like that. Let's exit out of the calendar and let's move on to the next button, which is Google Keep. Now, Google Keep is a place where people, as they are searching on the internet and find things, they will put them in Google Keep to save them because they want to archive them or go back to them. Or you could even take notes and put it in Google Keep. So, that is Google Keep, and we can look at this in more detail later. But for now, just know that Google Keep is there, and we'll give you some resources so you could find out more about Google Keep. The next one is tasks. I'd like you to look there, add a task. So this is basically your to-do list. So I'm going to add a task. I need to make a video. So, and I'm going to hit return, and now I can see that that is on my list of things that I need to do. So what I would like to do now is I'm making the video, so I have that one done. I'm going to mark it complete, and boom, it goes away. I don't have to look at that task anymore. So that's very nice. Here is my Hangouts. This little button represents Hangouts. If I wanted to have a conversation with someone, I would click on Hangouts, and let's say that I wanted to have a conversation with Nick Park. So I would click on Nick, and I could give him a message. And we were having a conversation earlier today about Pear Deck, and so you can see the conversation. I could send some more here. I could add a picture if I wanted to, but that's a quick way to communicate with people by using that Hangout. So, oh, one more thing I wanted to show you on that. Let's go back to Nick. So if I were here, I could have a video call with him, which would be like a Skype conference call. So I can do that directly right here from my email. So know that that is possible. And then if I wanted to create a group or have some more people in this, I could also add them to this group message. So I'm going to close that for now. You can also do a phone call on that. So I could choose someone from my list and call them from my computer, which is pretty cool. So we're not going to do that either today. But as you see, that's a quick tour of the Gmail setup, what it looks like when you open up Gmail. So now that you've seen the tour, the last thing I want you to notice is that you can search mail. And I love the search bar because if I click on that, I can say I want to find an email from someone. Aaron, I want to see if I have an email from Aaron. And I could say the size, the date. I could have certain words in it. So I'm going to search now and see if I had any emails from Aaron. And Aaron was included on all of these emails. So I do like the search option in Gmail. I think that it is very good. So now you have seen what the layout looks like. And in the next session, we're going to talk about actually composing an email. So that ends our tour and overview of Gmail.